11.
You ready for the clap?
You already gave me the clap.
Should we all stop crying about being fat and just do a podcast?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
FriGuys, FriUp.
Oh.
Right. I guess welcome back to the FriGuys podcast, the FriUp as it is called, but I forgot, so don't sue me.
Again. For the second week running.
It'll sink in eventually. I'm Falcus. I'm an idiot.
I'm Earl. I'm a moron.
Earl and Nick. I hate doing the introductions. And Nick.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it says on the back of the hoodie. We all have so the hoodie that hasn't been released.
we are
Get Your
trying.
Act Together Gamers Apparel.
Yeah.
Which genuinely, it's not our end anymore. It was our end.
It was
for a
ours
year.
for literally a
But
whole
anyway,
year.
On that, in the CS:GO console bit of the design, it has it says each of our names, and we all have a thing. I think one of us is a moron, one of us is a tool, and one of us is something else.
I mean, we could look at. Yeah, I don't know what one I am. I'm something.
I had to keep it acceptable enough when I was doing the design that it could be worn in public. Basically,
Kieran is a moron. John's an idiot, and I'm a tool.
Hey, tools are useful though, mate. I'm not.
What
Well,
I
there you
keep
go.
telling myself.
Oh dear.
he's trying, kids. He's trying.
Be like
I don't know
Nick.
why he's trying for the
Useful.
kids.
Don't try for the kids, please.
Try for the kids, kitty winkles.
Like,
Oh, God's sake.
I want to leave already.
So I guess we'll kick it out. What's everyone drinking?
I am prepared. I've already been.
Oh, he's excited about this
Well,
one.
I've been to the pub. So oh shit! I just spilled it.
He's definitely been to the pub. He's already chucking drinks all over his floor.
So I'm already a few drinks down, but I have got a rum and coke. Nice little spiced rum and coke.
Spiced rum, not vanilla rum this time.
No, little.
I'm sure there's vanilla in there. What spiced rum is it?
It is the local brew of Tiptree.
Oh,
You know the jam factory?
I do know the jam. You know why I know the jam?
Because it's fucking
Because my
everywhere.
girlfriend's from Essex, and every single time it shows up, she goes, oh, look, Kieran,
The jam.
Tiptree jam.
It's everywhere, but all the fancy hotels you're saying, they have Tiptree jam. Just proves
They all seem to have Tiptree jam.
it's
It's
the
true.
best jam. And they make really good spiced rum. It's a small batch. Lancaster Bomber rum, it's called. It was like a one-off batch for like the RAF Benevolent Fund.
I think I've seen you with this bottle before.
Yeah, it was fucking
Have
expensive.
you? Come on now. Have you seen in the Discord that I think Matt's made his own spiced rum recently?
It looked good, to be fair. It looked pretty good.
Let's give credit to the nice bottle he put it in.
He did put it in a very, very nice bottle. It was very well
It does
presented.
sound good though. I am tempted to give it a go. I'm really wanting to make mead now. I really want to make mead. I've been looking at honey prices. I've been, I'm setting up to buy my set. I'm working out what mead flavor I'm going to make.
I just thought of a good idea.
Go on.
FriGuys Moonshine.
Oh no.
Literally illegal.
Would
very, very
actually
illegal.
kill
So
me off.
speeding, and I did that today.
Oh, as long as you
I
don't
got
caught.
caught for that
Yeah.
last month.
Yeah, see, I didn't. I was racing my colleague
Actually, no,
home tonight.
Months ago, I got caught.
I raced my colleague home.
Oh, fella. From the pub.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
I mean,
John.
I had-
Allegedly, he raced his colleague home from the pub.
To be fair, I had one cider, so it's fine.
Nope, he was the passenger in the vehicle that was going the speed limit, and the race they were having was to see whose route was faster whilst driving the appropriate speed.
And it was all on private property.
All of Ipswich is now private property.
Little Nicky, what you got? Bevy
I
up, boy.
started off with some Sierra Nevada, the California IPA, which is quite fruity, but
Now you're
I
on
drank
cream
it all
soda.
before because we took too long talking about how fat we are, so I had to grab a cream soda whilst I wait for the other beers to cool down.
So it's a surprise. We took too long talking about how fat we are, so I grabbed a cream soda.
Shut up!
That also makes it sound like we've been talking for like an hour about how fat we are.
No. Yeah, it's been a day. I necked that can way too quickly.
Meanwhile, because of how fat we are, I'm on the I think it's the 90. What's it like? There's a 20s or like I think it's 1920s like Vogue women's diet, which is just wine, and more wine. It's like a bottle of white wine a day, a black coffee, and I think you get like 2 eggs.
Do you know what else you were also doing? Whining about how fat we are.
I feel like that's something Terry would say. Terry would be like, "Oh, you know the wife. You know she likes a wine, and more of a wine.
She loves a white wine spritzer.
She loves a white wine, and then she has a whine at me for drinking too much beer."
Well, I've got this lovely Porcupine Ridge Sauvignon Blanc. It's from the Western Cape of South Africa.
Oh, very
Kieran's
nice.
being a little stinky. He's a
You
sommelier.
middle class fuck.
Oh.
Well, I was going to the shop, and I was going to the shop to get stuff for salad. I've had a middle class white woman's evening. Don't worry.
Sounds
Went
like
to the
it.
shop, got some salad, nice bottle of white wine. Went home. I've had fish cakes and salad for dinner. I joked to Jess because Jess had corned beef crisp bakes and beans, and I said I feel like a middle class white woman whose husband's away on a work trip, and I've got to make dinner for myself and my 11-year-old son that we're going to eat together before he goes back to playing Minecraft. Because she sat there with her Coke and like her beans and her crisp bakes, and then I've got my salad, my fish cakes, and my glass of white wine.
Dad's away on business, so Mum's come to play.
Basically.
So Posty's come to play with Mum. Never mind.
Oh, the postman's coming.
Yeah, Pat's outside.
I'll look forward to the postman arriving.
Open up.
Don't mind me as I just refill.
It's the postman. Open up.
He's doing the little twist at the end there, so you don't get a dribble.
He's an expert
That
wine drinker.
only works with wine.
It's muscle memory now.
Oh, you are such a middle class ponce.
Some of us are just more sophisticated than others. What can I say?
Here's me sloshing my rum around.
And I've got like American cream soda.
So I was working out because do you know in the podcast that's just been released, we did that bit of I can't remember what it was called, but the exercise bit where we were talking about the dancing.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Anybody? No.
No.
Okay.
Is this episode 5 with?
There is a clip of all of us dancing at the same time.
Yeah.
So I was gonna grab the clip and then just like zoom in on each person and play a different song, and I was working out what song to play for everyone. For some reason, just in my head, at least for the juxtaposition, for me, I was gonna do Java Havana Funkaloo.
Okay, classic.
Okay.
Classic.
Yeah.
For Nick, I was gonna do some. I was gonna maybe do like Sempiternal or something, like some nice like
Bit of
emo screamo.
I don't know where I'm going here.
Like proper.
And then I don't know why, but John was just like, I'm just gonna do WAP.
For fuck's sake.
Oh.
I mean, I do have a wet ass pussy.
Oh god.
I'm going now. This has been a bad start.
That's after the would you rather when he chose to have a nipple-sized penis instead of penis-sized nipples.
It's just like a tic tac now.
Right. Do you want to kick us off with what I read on Twitter today?
Oh no.
Now, this isn't controversy because we said we were going to stop doing like weird Twitter news bits because, well, I said I was going to stop doing them because I was listening to the podcast back and was like, these are shit. But I don't even follow them, but I keep getting, so one of them's from, it's called, what do you call them on Twitter? Sorry, on X.
Handles?
An account on X.
An account.
So this is a zeet that this account put out on X from historic vids, but it's not a vid. Anyway, so I'll just read it out. Triboulet was a jester for Louis the Seventh, the king of Roman numerals fucked me up. The king of France from 1498 to 1515. He is perhaps most famous for slapping the king on the butt. This act greatly angered the king, and he threatened to have Triboulet executed. After taking a moment to calm down, someone made him count to 10. That would have been the court counsel.
But in Roman numerals, so it took him ages.
I.
What's next? Shit.
The king decided to spare Triboulet's life if he could think of an apology that was more offensive than what he had just done to the king.
What?
Would anybody like to guess what Triboulet did next?
Sucked his dick.
No, I feel like it's like one of those classic jokes where it's like, you know, when the guy's like, oh, you can't say something that'll both hurt me and like compliment me at the same time, and the girlfriend responds with, well, your dick's bigger than your brother's. But like, I feel like it's something along that lines. Like,
I think
I feel like it's gonna bring the queen into this or something. Like,
have you read this post?
No, I haven't. This is just a pure guess.
Triboulet went on to say, I'm so sorry, your majesty. I didn't recognize you. I mistook you for the queen. While Troubadour's response was clever and indeed more offensive, it broke an order that prohibited anyone from making fun of the Queen. The king decided to proceed with the execution, but allowed Troubadour to choose how he would die.
Oh, at least he got the choice, I suppose.
Is it the jester
With his
who
life
chose
on the line,
yeah.
Troubadour replied,
death by old age?
Yep. Good sire, for Saint Nitouche's and Saint Pansard's sake, patrons of insanity, I choose to die from old age. The speechless king could do nothing but laugh.
I mean, fair.
He cancelled the execution and decided to banish Troubadour instead.
I mean, he
at least he got away with living, I suppose.
Yeah,
he fucked around a lot.
All
You
had
had
to
to
do was
find out.
leave France. Like, do you know?
I
mean,
can think of worse things to do.
Yeah, I'd rather leave France if I could.
I just think it's brilliant. Like, he spanked the king, and the king was like, "Oh, not happy about that."
Oh,
Can you imagine giving
Absolutely.
King
Someone was
Georgie
like-
a little bit of a
someone-
spank?
yeah, that felt
Can you
good.
imagine the king, like someone turned around the king and be like, "Right, let's just take a second. Let's just calm down.
Let's just chill out.
Remember-
Breathe to 10.
Remember your exercises." Yes.
Come on, Charles, calm down.
Now, do you want to hear my other one from at Fascinate?
Go on.
It's
Okay.
just supposed to be fascinating. So this one's brilliant. You'll love this one. So, I'll paraphrase this one because it's not worth reading the whole thing. So there was a I think he's Finnish.
He's
Is he
finished.
Finnish?
What's he
He's
finishing?
finished. He's absolutely finished, mate.
I'm gonna finish.
The suspense
sorry,
is killing
the
me right
silence
now.
after that, please. Yeah.
Oh shit! Nope, this is the wrong. I'll just tell you anyway. This is the wrong post. This is about a guy who just looked really rough after he got captured in World War II. Anyway, so
I know that one
this
actually.
Finnish guy was out in they were like a ski patrol. It's like ski troopers in I think World War II. And they were like cross country skis, and they got like ambushed by Soviets. So they were trying to escape, but the snow was really, really deep. So they had this thing that they used in World War II. I can't remember the actual name. Had a special name, but they were special little pills to give them more energy. Can anybody guess what they were?
MDMA or ecstasy.
Yeah, I've seen this one. Isn't it like
It was an
it's
early
just
form of meth.
yeah, it's just meth.
It's just meth. So
That's quality.
they were supposed to give them like
That's so
energy and help
good.
them power through stuff.
Yeah.
So this guy's like, "Oh shit, the snow's so deep. I'm absolutely fucking knackered. I need to get away from the Soviets." So he was like, I'm going to take some place. So he gets them out. But because he's currently trying to like trudge through like really deep snow on his skis at the time, he can't get them out the packet to take one. So he just dumps them all in his mouth and swallows all 30.
Yeah. So
What? So he just basically took like 30 pills of meth.
So
essentially.
the statistic is I've just pulled it up there because I remember his name. His name's Amo Koivunen, or I think however you pronounce it. It's a Finnish name, but basically he was carrying the entire patrol's supply of army-issued Pervitin, which is also
That's it,
known
Pervitin.
as methamphetamine. He just consumed it and had a short burst of energy, but then entered a state of delirium and then eventually lost consciousness.
Yeah, but he lost consciousness after he'd traveled, I believe, something like over 60 miles.
Fuck.
More than that,
when
but
he woke up,
Yeah.
when he woke up, he realized he'd gone over 60 miles, I believe. How much?
So
100?
Koivunen later recalled waking up the following morning, separated from his patrols and having no supplies. He stayed in a
incredible.
ditch for a week waiting for help, but he skied 400 kilometers, which is 248.5 miles. He was
I think that's
found.
his total, though.
He was found and admitted to a nearby hospital where his resting heart rate was measured to be 200 beats per minute, and he weighed only 43 kilos.
What the fuck?
Because the
What a
first
hero.
time he goes into the state of delirium, he'd gone so many miles. It was something stupid. And then he woke up and then continued on another however many miles for a total of like 250.
He's my
And
hero.
then he lived to 71.
He's my hero. He's my hero.
In the week that Koivunen was gone, he was subsisted only on pine buds and a single Siberian jay that he caught and ate raw.
What a man.
Oh,
Come on, that
He's
is...
high on meth.
What a man, though. That is incredible.
Like,
Meth's
there's,
done-
I guess we can say, like, America, you may have a lot of meth heads, but Europe's been doing it better since the war.
And also, he survived the ambush from the Soviets, so let's face it, meth saved his life.
He did. I do wonder what happened to the rest of his troop, though.
Oh, they're dead.
Because could you imagine, like, if you're like, oh, guys, maybe we should take some of the meth to get through this and, like, power away quickly, and then you just see what's-his-name fucking powering off in the distance.
Just like,
on all the
fucking
meth.
gone. Like Usain Bolt on skis.
So fucking bastard.
He's done it again. He's nicked all the meth, for fuck's sake.
so there's so many interesting stories of World War II, though. Have you guys heard of
Do they
the
include
story
meth?
of the? Yeah, well, close. This Mad Jack Churchill. Basically,
He sounds like he was on meth.
He was definitely on meth.
He was the only guy in World War II
To do meth.
have confirmed kills with what weapon?
Meth.
Hang on, what was his name?
His name was Mad Jack Churchill.
I reckon
His
an
nickname
axe.
was Mad Jack Churchill. He was just he's John Malcolm Thorpe Fleming Churchill. He was
I want to say a cricket. Where's he from?
he was in the British Army. Hang on, I'm trying to remember where he's born. He was born in Colombo,
Saucepan.
which is in Sri Lanka,
He's just that guy.
but it was
from,
British territory. He
from
fought.
PUBG.
Bong!
He had a fascination with something, with a specific country within the United Kingdom, and he carried 3 specific things for all of World War II, and he was the only person to have confirmed kills with these 2 weapons.
A sheep.
A sword and a shield
A sheep.
and a crossbow.
Very,
or a bow and arrow.
very close. He is the only person to
What, a
have
sheep?
confirmed kills with a longbow and a basket-hilted
There you go.
Scottish broadsword. He was known for just leading. He was like
You said carrying 3 things.
because he was also known for leading his entire platoon
With a
into
sheep.
battle with a bagpipe. Like, he just used to. He was insane.
man.
What a hero. He should be in Call of Duty.
See, I know it's not.
Did he kill someone
something-
with his bagpipes?
So he was actually part of the commandos. Like-
Stop, please! Ah!
That was mad.
Yeah, he was brought in to be a commando. He volunteered to do it, and on one occasion, a general
He's running
who
commando.
had commented on his weaponry, Churchill is said to have replied, "Any officer who goes into action without his sword is improperly dressed." Like, this guy.
Well, so
just
was he
like,
if he went in commando.
I don't know if military issued underwear. Like, I feel like you just, do you know what I mean? Ditch it. Then you can
nappies.
just shit out your trouser leg.
Just nappies. I mean,
But-
you guys are going on about these cool stories from X. I found my new favorite X account.
Oh, well, this
Oh,
isn't
no.
even from X. This is just someone I knew from.
It's called Funny Fat People.
Okay.
It's great.
Are we all on it?
I think we might be.
Hey, it's a callback. My
I mean, you
self-esteem's
don't-
in the gutter.
You don't want to be on it. It's just fat people like falling over or falling off things. It's great.
Do you think there's a kids
hell.
falling over one?
I don't know. I bet there is a kids falling over Twitter account.
There will be.
I
There
feel
will
I'll
like-
find it.
I feel like there'd be tons of. It's just going to be Americans falling over in like a Costco or something.
be.
I mean,
I don't fall over in Costco because I'm usually pushing the trolley round as I'm picking up all those great snacks that Costco has to offer.
there is literally a X account called Kids Falling is Funny as Fuck.
And it's
Is it
not
you, Niall?
wrong. Yeah, that's actually. It's just CCTV of the Lego
It's
shop.
all the Lego
There was a
stuff,
kid today. Oh my god! They just tried to like dive into the play table. Like, they just ran up to the Duplo table and just jumped into it. Like,
Isn't that how you meant to?
headfirst.
Isn't that what you meant
That's
to do?
not how
Duplo?
you're supposed to do it. It's super shallow. He just fucking clocks
Why
his
is it
head
not
and
a
starts
deep end?
crying. It's not a pool. It's just like a little table on the floor with little buckets of bricks, and this kid just tries to dive into it.
You get so
Oh.
irate about it. You've just punched your pop filter.
You leave my pop filter alone, sir.
No, it's you that needs to leave it alone. You're abusing
Yeah,
it.
you
I
just
know.
slap the shit out of it.
You're a bad man. You're a bad man. John,
Yes.
why do bagels have a hole in them?
Oh, I'm a big bagel fan at the moment,
so it makes
um,
when in the
I can carry more because I can put them on my dick.
Yep, Nick's just, gestured to that. No, genuine question. Why do bagels have a hole in them?
Is it so they cook faster?
So you said
no,
cook
I'm
really
not
funny
asking
there.
because there's a fun fact. I'm saying, why the fuck do bagels have a hole in them?
Oh, okay.
It's the most stupid thing ever.
It's true.
It is pointless. It just makes spreading stuff more difficult. Anyone that makes a sandwich with them, it's more difficult. Like, you don't get ham with a hole in it. So if you're putting ham on a bagel, I mean, I'm not putting ham on a bagel personally, but, if I'm trying to spread butter on a bagel, I mean, I feel like the Americans don't toast their bagels like we do, but...
No, I think
these
they do.
bagels
Toast it
I've been
with cream
having at
cheese.
work.
Yeah.
Oh, these bagels I've been having at work. Honestly, it's life-changing, these bagels I've been having at work.
He looks like he's like. I mean, to be
No,
honest,
genuinely.
If I was Earl's girlfriend, I'd be very worried because he looks like he's talking about a new woman that he's met.
No, it's just
this girl
Miguel,
that I
she's
met at
French.
work.
No, generally,
I
we
can
found this
remember.
bagel shop that delivers through Just Eat, and they do like the old time, like really slow smoked beef
Sorry,
bagels and shit.
Did somebody say just eat?
Did somebody say Just Eat?
Ding dong,
Bong.
ding da ding ding ding
But, like,
dong.
We had one and it's called like the barbecue something, and it was like slow cooked beef, melted Swiss cheese, cheddar cheese, barbecue sauce on it on.
On a bagel?
Yeah, it's like, do you know like the East End style bagels, like the old school, like.
No, but
You should.
It sounds interesting.
Honestly, life changing.
Did a bunch of it fall out that little hole in the middle though?
It did not. It all fell out the bottom when I picked it up because it was so melted, the cheese. To the point.
Okay, but if Earl wasn't a cretin, it would have fallen through the hole in the middle and made my point.
It would have done. To be point, I think Jack at work, his did fall through and land straight on his white shirt. Barbecue sauce all down it.
But
So he had barbecue sauce on his titties.
Damn right, he smothered him in.
this goes back to, there was a very, I think it was Russell Howard did this as like a comedy skit, and this is what I don't understand, is when people complain, like, it's a very simple thing to be like, oh, my bagel's got a hole in it, I'll just go around the hole. In the same way that like Tesco's, Asda, Sainsbury's had to change the way they made their croissants, because normal croissants,
Sorry, they're what?
like, have
Croissant.
Croissant.
Sorry, that's my being French coming out. Anyway, like
gotta enunciate.
it used to have like a horseshoe shape, and people were complaining.
Sorry, what shape?
because it was like a horseshoe shape.
I mean, a croissant should have like a crescent moon
Yeah.
Yeah,
shape,
yeah,
that
yeah,
would be
essentially. But people were complaining because they were getting butter and jam on their tables. So these supermarkets had to start baking them straight because someone was going,
No, that's just talking what?
Two things I want to bring up here. We'll go in level of importance. Firstly, the lesser importance. They made the croissants straight.
Yeah. So
The croissants have a right to be however they want to be,
So
and
it-
the supermarkets just can't go around making things straight.
sent
'cause
them
they're not
straight.
yeah,
Damn
in
it.
June and July they actually bring it. In June they actually bring the crescent moons back for Pride Month, and then they straighten them out again.
To be fair, I would rate that compared to the whole rainbow fiasco. I would rate that. But secondly,
Is it
who's
Pride
putting-
Month because of
who's
my
putting
bent
butter
croissants?
on a croissant? It's already got butter in it. It is rammed full of butter. It's just butter on butter on butter.
Well, this
I
goes
know
back
you're adding more
to
butter.
the fact that people are just fucking morons.
I like butter.
They can't even.
I mean, I
They're
guess
just
it goes back to the fact that
like,
butter is delicious, but
It is like real butter, like proper, not margarine shit. Proper butter.
not margarine, not spreadable,
Yeah,
not
proper
unsalted.
country
what you
like
got to
butter.
say about my
Proper
wife,
Country life
Margarine?
there, that's a man.
Yeah.
That's a man I can get on board with.
Damn right. I knew we were friends for a reason.
Only buy it when it's on offer, but country life is good
Oh
butter.
no, we have it all the time. It's the best butter.
Oh, who's fancy now?
Yeah, we're
I
middle
think-
class. We have country life.
The best I get is fucking Dan Pack.
Oh, get out of it with your shit imitation butter.
To be fair, yeah, we used to always have country life, and then my dad decided that he really liked Lurpak, and I think he thought it was healthier. And honestly, we
Fucking tell me
There
you're a
was a-
Tory
there-
without telling me you're a Tory.
fucking family feud on that one. Fucking Lurpak, it's
It's
disgusting.
shite. Country life is the
It
most
is
elite butter. I will
horrible.
not have anything else said on it. The only downside
You're
to
right.
country
No, I
life
agree.
is it's shit at spreading. It just rips your bread.
We'll do a tier list of butter, and it goes S tier, country life.
Yep.
A tier, basically all the supermarket brands of salted butter.
Yeah.
And then everything else is just bottom tier.
Yeah. Pretty
Just
much,
fuck off
yeah.
with any other branded butter.
And then,
I don't
and
give a
then in
shit.
the tier
Utterly
just
butterly
below
is
that is
wank.
Dan Pack.
Isn't that like Lidl's knockoff Lurpak?
Look, I am sorry. Like, there's a financial crisis going on. Do you know how expensive Lurpak is?
No. No, I don't.
I'm sorry.
I buy
why
Country
wouldn't
Life.
Lidl-
the roof.
Why wouldn't Lidl call it Lid Pack?
In the
Oh.
same way that Asda calls their caterpillar Letty and doesn't follow the naming convention at all. Just
That's
fuck
fucking
around
Letty.
and find
Just
out.
fuck the system.
Yeah.
I love the idea that there's someone at Asda marketing going, just gotta fuck around and find
Yeah.
out, you know?
But where are they from?
And it was already
You know
too
what they
late
say?
before they realised.
Pay peanuts, get monkeys.
It's the opposite to what Morrison's were like. They were like, we got to blame this right down the middle. Morris.
We're Morrisons. We've got to go for a good British name.
Morris. Like the
Morris.
like the dancers and like the car.
I like the bomb shelter.
I've just got Morris dancing in my head now.
Are they dancing in the bomb shelter? The Morris shelter was that one where you just put like bars on your table, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
You should have seen it, Mum. There were bars on his windows.
His name was Morris, and he had it's Morris Minor in there, and his cake from Morrison's.
Right. This is going to be an unpopular opinion, I'm sure.
Oh
so,
no!
Falcus
strap
got
in.
taken
Get
the
ready to
week.
get
Strap in.
cancelled.
I've watched basically all of all the Harry Potter movies in like the past week or so, or the past couple
How?
of weeks,
How have you got time for that?
and I just watch them in the background and stuff.
Okay.
But anyway, they're shit.
Thank you.
It's really
Thank
taking
you.
you that long?
Thank you. I
They're
watched
really,
two
really
of them
fucking
and
shit.
thought these are wank. I'm not watching anymore.
But to be fair, first one, good film. Good
Yeah.
film. I'll tell you. First one is peak nostalgia, decent film, good for the time, enjoyable, good, true enough to the book. Second one holds up. Second one, actually possibly one of my favorites. Has good Quidditch, has good content, you know, just happy days, right? Third one, everyone's favorite, pile of crap. Doesn't hold up, no any of the books, missing a ton. Fourth one, worst one of them all, I would say. Oh, actually, no, the fourth one isn't the worst. The fourth one is the worst when compared to the books. The last film is the worst film ever. Complete pile of shit.
I haven't
Well,
watched past the
absolute shit.
second, so I
They
can't
were like,
comment.
oh, so what they did, I know exactly what they did, and this is how they fucked it up, right? They were like, we want to stay true to the book, so what we're going to do is we're going to split the film up into two to try and get all the information in.
Fine,
If you
yeah.
actually look at the book and cut it off where the first film cuts it off, it's
Coots
like
off. The book where the first book coots it off.
coots.
it stops at about like 70% of the way through the book. So you're like, you then spend the remaining 30%. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you both. I'm done. I'm gone. I'm not talking anymore. You all
Do you know
suck.
when Noel's accent comes from? I have spent more time in my life in that region than Niall has, and I don't have the accent.
I love Niall. No, I love you so much.
It's fine. I've got a bunch of family that say cook and book. But it's the fact you said coot. When the book coots off.
I myself. I'm
Welcome
full
to-
aneurysm.
I
Oh no,
can't
Goose is
even
coming!
anymore.
I can feel it! I can feel Goose!
Oh, fucking,
I feel like this is the first time Goose has come out on the podcast. This is how John laughs when he laughs too much. This first emerged in a pub in Derby.
Yeah, we got a lot of concerned Luke's. Fucking, a lot of, I didn't even mean to. We got a lot of concerned
Slip of the
looks.
tongue in his cage.
I pissed myself!
Actually, test yourself.
No, but I'm close!
Do you need some of those, like... Do you need some of those that underwear that women have when they've had a few babies and they get quite old. I don't know.
I think
What is it?
so.
Is it if you have a weak Kegel or something?
I've got a
I don't know what it's
headache.
called, but
Oh.
we need to send John some. I don't know what they're called. Sanitary underpants. Oh no, adult diapers. Get him some adult diapers for the
Right.
podcast next time.
I'm back in the room.
You fucking.
Okay, anyway.
Oh.
I know what you're saying. They cut the book, like basically the last film is basically just the last chapter. That's about it.
Yeah, and so they just try
the
and
last few.
cram. But the thing is, they're like, ooh, we made the first film like 2.5 hours. Let's make the second one just as long. But you're trying to cram or just extend the same amount of shit into the same time frame. And it's like, what's the fucking point?
Honestly, not even my problem. There is enough shit there to fit in. My problem with it is from about book 4, I think it's pretty much when the new director takes over.
Yes. So, it's...
But they just lose completely what any of the spells do. Expelliarmus just starts throwing people across the room.
Yeah.
And then, like, all the spells are just irrelevant. They all start casting spells without talking, which is something they're supposed to learn in Half-Blood Prince, and it's just thrown out the window. You never see them learn it. They just start doing it before that. They're doing it after that.
Oh.
Ginny's doing it, even though she's like a year younger.
They
it's all
just
ridiculous.
scrap everything to do with Dumbledore's army. The ghosts are not involved at
Well,
all,
no,
which
Dumbledore's
are
army's
the
there.
master.
Oh yeah, the ghost just disappeared.
No, but
And then the
Dumbledore's
ghosts
army
come
was
back
so much bigger in the books.
But then the ghosts come back in like
Fuck
episode
off, John.
in like film 7 or something because they realize they need the ghosts to actually do anything. But the bit that really gets me is the final, like the Battle of Hogwarts. You've just got people apparating all over the place. The final fight with Harry is ridiculous. There's just a big bit where Harry just grabs Voldemort, looks like he's going to kiss him, and then pulls him off a ledge with him.
That sounds
And then
hot.
they just squeeze each other's faces for like 3 minutes straight of the film is just them squeezing each other's faces.
But
as
whilst
they
Voldemort's
fly
in his
around
weird little
Hogwarts.
got Voldemort's in his weird little smoky ghost thing. But that's
Yeah, but
That sounds
Harry's
hot.
also somehow in it with him, and Voldemort just doesn't drop him like would be the. But also the whole thing with the way that Voldemort dies is supposed to be, and I know I'm being a massive nerd about this, so I'll maybe put a warning in the edit to skip this bit if you don't care about Harry Potter, but. The whole bit is supposed to be that he attacks Harry with the Elder Wand that is actually loyal to Harry, even though he doesn't realize it. And then the wand goes to Harry because Harry wins, and the curse backfires and kills Voldemort. So Harry technically doesn't kill Voldemort. But in the film, firstly, they have this like battle before the final battle and before all the like zooming around the castle thing, and the wand does nothing. And secondly, the curse doesn't even backfire or anything. Harry, disarms him, gets the wand, and Voldemort, for some reason, just starts to disintegrate because his final Horcrux was destroyed, and that's it. Also, Neville has done a massive injustice. They make him comedy relief in the last film.
Well, it's the same thing with Ron.
And it's Neville's big moment.
Ron's massively just not what. Like, as the films go on, he's supposed to grow and basically become a better human, and they still make him the comedy relief as well.
I think Ron's fine. Ron, don't be wrong, all the characters done a little dirty, but Ron holds up still somewhat to the books. Neville has one big moment in the last book towards the end. That's Neville's thing. That's when Neville stepped up to the plate. He's had his glow up. He's hot as fuck. He's, you know what I mean? He's in charge of everything. Harry's disappeared, so he can have the limelight.
I'm pretty sure
and
as well.
In the film, they're just like, nah, fuck that.
There's a really emotional section. I don't know if it's in Deathly Hallows. I think it is. Where they actually go to St. Mungo's and they meet Neville's parents.
Yep, there is. You never go to St. because they also meet Lockhart again.
Yeah. And it's all not there. But it's like, don't worry, guys. We split the film into 2, so you get all the... I feel bad for John. We'll move on from Harry Potter, because I feel like John's just sat there just like...
I just haven't watched them.
I've now realized. These films are a travesty. All I'm watching them for is a recap for me to go. I just sit there the whole time like a massive nerd and just go, well, that's not how the books are. That didn't happen in the books. The books do it like this. The books are better because of this. So I'm actually very excited for them to do a remake.
I will say there has only been one good thing come from the film series, and that is the studio tour in London. Because seeing how they made the films and all the tricks and everything like that, so interesting.
sounds great to see how they made films 1 and 2. After that, I could take it or leave it.
But it's just like all the stuff with the props. Like, for example, in the third film, when Harry does his Expecto Patronum and the stag comes out, do you know how they did the lighting for the forest part there? It was an Irish greyhound wearing a really big LED vest. And I'm like, it's just little small dumb features like that, and I'm like, I love finding out about that. Yeah,
do it.
And just send around so we can film a Patronus.
To be fair, I'm actually going on a training course right next to the studio tours. I'm half tempted just to go to see. Why not?
It's really good. They've been
How
open.
about this, John? Watch the films first.
How's it a good idea?
You don't need to watch the films.
Actually,
they're all on Netflix
Actually,
now.
yeah, me and Amy have said, because she's like disgusted that I haven't watched them, that this winter, when it's like the weather's better, she's gonna force me to sit and watch them. So
You mean when it's winter and the weather's worse?
that's what I meant.
When the weather's better and you have to stay inside all the time.
That's what I meant. I like winter, so
To
winter
be fair,
weather's better.
he is ginger at heart, so he has to stay inside because he doesn't come with UV resistance.
I mean, I did get sunstroke on holiday, so yes.
Oh, of course you fucking
Oh.
did. Speaking
One
of
of
your
the best
holidays, I actually want to bring something up. We talked
no.
about it in the podcast before you went on holiday, and I really want to find... How was your water balls, bud?
PTSD.
Oh, no.
Yeah. What the ones we bought for like throwing around the pool?
Yeah, because I was listening back to one of the podcasts, and I was like, you were talking like, oh, Amy's got me water balls to throw in the pool because I'm an ADHD kid, and I was like, oh, I actually want to know how they were. How did they go, John?
Well, they were cheap. Right.
Aww.
Oh no.
The first night we got there, we decided, let's go in the pool. So we got one out, and me and Amy's dad were launching it around. And they're like the ones that like skim across the water a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it ripped straight away.
Oh, mate.
Like literally first use. We had 3 of them. They lasted, I think, about 4 days, all 3 of them, and they started to rip. So they just wouldn't skim anymore. So we just had to throw them.
To be fair, when you think about it, they've got to take a battering hitting that water.
And
Because they hit the water hard,
Yeah.
and then the whole thing will just... I'm assuming how they work here, but surely it all just spreads out to get a bunch of like surface area so it can bounce off the tension of the water.
all they turns out they were like fabric, poorly stitched.
Yeah.
That's where they broke on the stitching. And it's like a
You should have got your
foam...
sewing kit out, mate. And
I should have
them
done.
back
I
up.
forgot to take it, And it just had a...
You went on holiday without your sewing kit.
Yeah, it's a risky move. Bold
Mate,
strategy, Cotton.
That's always why I get held up at security for so long. Because they're wondering why I've got a big metal quality streets tin.
That's the worst when you go in the cupboard and think it's Quality Street.
Me bombing?
Hiding bums in your shoes is all the time now. We put it in the sewing kit box.
It's in a Quality Street tin or a box of celebrations.
John Nick's only character is Terry. I've realised my only voice I do is a Yorkshire.
It is.
Everything.
Yorkshire.
Like marketing at Morrison's, Yorkshire. Hiding a bomb in a sewing kit.
Yorkshire.
Kieran's
thought you were
the
talking
fucking
about my
Yorkshire
war.
Ripper
Quality
over
brew.
there.
Yorkshire.
I mean, Yorkshire tea is the best tea. It is. Hands down. I genuinely thought when you said water balls, I thought you meant me playing golf, and I had severe
I
PTSD.
assumed this when I saw it in the talking
Because
points.
I will not
but-
tell you how many balls I lost on a single round.
No, we're not going to talk about that. No,
Oh,
no,
we already know that.
it
You
was
lost
just-
so much money. Why
'cause-
did you buy £50 balls?
Because they were nice balls.
It just makes it sound like
You're
you bought
shit
really
at
heavy
golf, though.
balls.
I'm average at golf. I'm not shit. I played very well last night. Thank you very much.
Are you actually on the average?
I'm on the average. I'm average at
no
something.
way.
I'm below average in most things, but that I'm on the average.
I actually think I'm below average at most things I do.
I would say I'm...
Like, when it comes down, like, so any video game I play where I think, oh, I'm actually maybe okay at this. What I actually am is struggling to be average.
See, I feel
I'm really struggling to be average.
I feel video games are something I do all right in. Sim racing, I'm well above average, I'd say. I'm pretty good at that.
Sim racing, yes. Video games in general, I'd suggest you check your CSGO rank.
I mean, that's because I end up playing with you lot.
Oh yeah, we have
pin this on us,
dragged.
boyo.
Oh, I am.
You go on a solo climb and see how well you do.
Okay, I'll report back in like a month.
I've had the highest rank out of all of us, and that's because I
You got
spent like
carried
2
by
months
globals.
playing with Chris and Johnny.
Yeah, you
so
got carried by fucking globals.
It's not the point.
I mean, when
technically they were only gold master at the time.
I mean, when we
'cause
played
they
with
were
Chris,
using
we
alt
all
accounts.
I got to gold 1 when we played with Chris. So,
Pretty sure I was gold 3 before I dropped massively.
I mean, me and Chris did have a plan for a road to global. That fell apart because I was shit.
It's fine. Apparently, I have to do a road to Grandmaster
Oh, really?
chess.
Oh, yeah? Is that a new
That's
thing,
not
is
going to
it?
be happening. That is not going to be happening.
I can't play chess.
No, instead, I am going to do the latest trend in gaming.
What's that?
Flashing people
Sexually
on
abusing
screen.
children.
3.
Oh.
Oh.
Baldur's Gate 3 sex speedrun.
Oh my god.
It is the
That
latest
was
speedrun,
close.
and it has already been done. The time is 8 minutes
So
Wow.
to beat.
to follow a very interesting thing, you can now stream that on Twitch as well, because did you notice Twitch changed their TOS a couple of days, either just before or just after Baldur's Gate released? Because
Did
Did it actually?
yeah, because you can now have
Have
like,
sex on Twitch.
the genitals and stuff show on stream,
I turned it off because I wasn't sure.
but
Can I show
Well,
my
can you
not-
genitals?
my
it's not allowed
full
to-
nude Baldur's Gate stream.
it's not allowed to be up there for any longer than it's supposed to be. So like if you've got to like quickly select
Well, if you're playing
What?
full naked characters, then it's supposed to be up there for the entire length
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
game.
well,
Are
that's
you
fine,
allowed to
but,
be
like,
naked too?
you're not allowed to, but like
that's
graphic
discrimination.
nudity is okay.
I think that's where iShow Speed went wrong.
Did he actually get
But yeah.
banned for that?
I don't know.
don't-
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I shouldn't have brought it up because I think he flashed a bollock.
I mean, I rate
it's
that.
it's all
By
very
accident.
I rate
questionable
that.
because
I
like
rate that. That's why I
there
bought
have-
these shorts when I'm getting out the sim rig. I can't flash a bollock in these.
no, it's
Tight in. You could just wear underwear.
No, I have
I know
got
you wanna
under.
be a
No, look.
commando,
No,
but-
I've got undershorts sewn into my trousers. See,
We've
no,
been
great.
through this. Being a commando doesn't mean you have to go commando.
Oh shit! That's why my army application got rejected.
Yeah, that's why people keep getting angry at you when you tell them you're a commando. You're not a commando. You're just going
Mine's
commando.
not- Ah, that's the difference. Stolen valor.
oh,
Quality.
Classic me.
God's sake.
Just getting me
Yeah,
bollocks
so
out.
join me next. Well, actually, when's this podcast going to come out?
It won't be next week.
No, not next week, but the week after. So it should be coming out on the 28th of
I don't know.
of August.
Go to my Twitch stream, you wankers.
Yeah.
Linktree/FriGuys.
Ironically, I'm
All
on
our
about
stuff
playing a
is
game with a
there.
bunch of naked characters, and I've called you wankers.
Yeah.
They might be. They may well be.
No,
I mean-
I've been watching or getting clips of Baldur's Gate up, and it really does feel like there is absolutely nothing in the game other than romancing. Like I have seen so many clips, and I've seen like out of 10 clips, like only one of them is actually gameplay, and the rest is just people romancing. There's
I think
that
that's
weird
what
fire
people are-
demon. There was a video of someone's managed
That's
to.
what people are excited about.
Someone's tried to has managed to romance one of the bad guys, and that's why there's been an uptick in monster fuckers wanting to buy the game.
Oh dear.
What else was there? My favorite one
I'm
so
in.
far is
I'm playing.
There's been
I'm going
Two-
to romance Withers.
there's been 2 videos that I love, and one of them is it actually feels like a D&D party where it's like, hey, there's a ravine in front of us. We need to cross it. None of the characters can jump it. So how are we going to do this? And the druid goes, oh, I know, I'll wild shape into a cat. Probably a cat can jump it. And the cat can't jump it. And then the fighter goes, I know, I can throw the cat. And he just yeets the cat over the ravine. And it works. The cat lands over the ravine, and the cat drops out of wild shape. And they all just start, and like that's what I love. It's like that was a D&D session happening,
To
and
be
the
fair,
game was
from
coded.
playing it, I really enjoyed the first time I played. I stopped because I was tired. Like I was really enjoying the game. If I'd started earlier in the day, I think I could have quite happily streamed it all day. It
Yeah.
was it's a really fun game. What I will say is it is mentally exhausting
Yes.
because you have to keep track of effectively 4 D&D characters. Now, anyone who's played D&D knows keeping track of like if you're playing a fighter, easy, no worries. Your character can basically just hit people. That's all you got to worry about. Depending on subclass, I'm going to upset some people. But like keeping track of 4 characters, you've got like a cleric, a wizard, a wall. There's too many spells. There's too many abilities. There's too many people to fucking level up. Like I had to have someone in chat constantly reminding me, oh, by the way, one of your characters needs leveling up, and I'm just like, oh, good point. Which makes me want to play multiplayer. Because multiplayer, you basically can have people take over people in your party.
Yeah.
Problem is, the multiplayer is really poorly implemented.
I wouldn't say that. I think it's not that it's poorly implemented. I think the way it's designed is quite well in the fact that it's not supposed to be a drop in, drop out. I think it is supposed to kind of act as a D&D campaign, and the fact that I
don't mind that, but let me say my one issue with it. If, say, you two both joined me in my campaign to play, your own character, you'd have to make a character, you'd join my campaign, we'd play together, right? I would have that save file. It's still my game, so you guys can play without me anyway, but your characters are then in my party. I can't remove them. I can't send them back to camp. The only way to get rid of your characters from my active party is to reload the game from the save without you guys in it.
Right. That's
my issue. If your characters could still be there and I could just send you back to camp and say, right, I'm going to play with like the normal like NPC characters while you guys aren't there, I'd say brilliant, let's do a multiplayer.
That's what I was trying to say though, that I think the idea of it is it's trying to still fill the essence of a D&D party. Like, you have to get everyone together to play at the time. And the fact that when you're playing D&D, you can't just play a session without people there. You all have to be there, otherwise things fall behind.
I get that, and I think that's how most people would play it anyway.
Yeah.
But from my perspective of going, right, maybe we try a set, because I want to stream the whole game. I mean, we'll see how we go on that one.
Yeah.
If I said to you guys, or even if I said to Nick, because I don't know if it's John, it's
I'd give it a go.
Even though exactly, it's the give it a go. Even though I said let's do a session together, and then afterwards I was like, you know what, I kind of prefer streaming this on my own. Maybe we do a playthrough another time as a group or something. That would be great. But otherwise, I need you guys there every week to play.
Yeah, that's the
do you know what I mean? It's kind of problematic.
At the same time, it's annoying, but I guess it also promotes the idea of doing multiple run-throughs with different characters as well.
I mean, it's supposed to have a bunch of different endings. I mean, honestly, I've watched quite a bit, but not of anything that I've really recognized. I haven't watched someone do a full playthrough, or I haven't watched someone play 4 hours of the game. I've watched someone play for an hour, and then I've watched someone else, or I've watched someone, do you know what I mean, at different times. So I haven't got a flow of what the story is from anyone else, so I haven't spoiled anything. But I mean, until I do, I don't know how replayable the game's going to be. It's supposed to have tons of different endings, but it depends. Do all those endings shoot off in the final hour and a half of gameplay, which I believe, there we go.
It's earlier on.
That's going to be the case. Oh, you think?
I think it basically diverts.
Pretty much
in Act 1,
then it's brilliant.
Pretty much in Act 1, because it also massively depends on kind of how you play. If you're playing a good playthrough or a bad playthrough, and one of the ones which I've absolutely been pissing myself on, that I've been watching a guy do a Prince Charming from Shrek playthrough.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
He has made Prince Charming from Shrek,
that.
And it was honestly a lot different from what I saw you play. It kind of diverted quite quickly.
From what I played, I was trying to play this nice, sexy, bisexual half-elf with a great head of hair and some sexy facial hair. Cool little warlock, just gonna do his thing, romance everyone,
describing me
have a great time. Yeah, I was playing Niall, and then do you know what happened?
But you're coming out.
My chat said,
make him bald.
They saw one hairstyle, and they said, "That's the one. That's the hairstyle you're having." And I said, "Not a chance on the universe's green earth."
Bald.
And I now have that hairstyle. No, I would have rather gone bald.
Yeah.
He has, as Lama referred to it, as the Dutch apparently say, a meat cap.
That's what my ex-girlfriend calls me.
The reverse mohawk.
Yeah.
Hair on the side and the back, bald down the middle.
I mean, I rate that. That's a look.
And I wasn't allowed to make him old, so that it looked like he'd lost his hair naturally. I had to leave him as he was, my sexy little queer man with eyeliner.
So my question to you,
That's
chaps, then
iconic.
is,
And they named him. He's now called Pete Sticky Fingers.
I mean, a man with a reverse mohawk should be called Sticky Fingers something.
my question to you, gents, then is, how much are you having to be paid for you guys to get a reverse mohawk?
Can I do like just a single
Oh my
line down
God,
the
no.
down the middle?
That's absolutely fine, but it has to stop the
Uh,
bald patch.
Okay.
So you've got, like, a
It
proper-
has
so
to
it's like a
stop
proper
on, like, the
wraparound.
crown.
yeah. Okay.
Can I keep my hair on the top long to kind of try and cover it up?
Nope. Well, it won't even come over nicely as well, because
Is it like for a short period of time until it grows back? Can I allow it to
it
grow
will
back?
go back and everything. Like, I'm talking like
Okay.
it like
2
real
grand.
life right now. How
$2 grand.
much do I have to pay you? Okay? John's doing
How
it for
long
$2 grand.
do you have to keep it? Because
Until it
No,
grows
no,
back.
no,
be tempted to shave my head.
We will cut you into a reverse mohawk. You have to keep it for at least a month, and then you can do what you want.
Yeah, 2K.
Once you get like that little bit of peach fuzz back, you can do what you want with it.
2K.
But whilst you are completely like bald, then you
Easy.
can't do anything
That's not
with
that
it.
bad.
I mean, I'm sorry, if he's saying 2K, that's a man with not enough social anxiety.
I couldn't give a fuck.
That is a month of wearing hats.
I wear hats anyway, everywhere I go.
I
Literally.
don't look good in a hat. I don't have the face shape
I look
for it,
fucking sexy in a hat.
especially now we're all so fat.
Oh.
Hey, I'm telling you,
Oh.
once I've got the beard back
Oh.
in, going hair short was not the worst idea.
Yeah, not hair short, it's reverse. It's meat cat boy.
I just wear a hat all the time. I wear one anyway, so I'm cool.
Right, I'm gonna say 10K.
Fuck, you
That's
guys.
okay,
I
I'll
would
do it.
have
How about
done
you
it for
now?
500 quid.
Fucking hell. Hang on, lowest, you have to do it.
I mean,
If you
I'll-
come up with the
I
money,
mean,
you gotta do it.
yeah.
Yeah. If you give me 500 quid, we'll even like I'll get them to buzz the top of me hair short as well, and then you can do the
No,
reverse.
you can't. No, you can't do that. They just have to cut the mid.
So, but my hair's too long on the top.
Don't give a
No,
fuck.
no,
You've said
they
it.
just
You've
have
named
to
your
cut the
price.
mid low.
You've named
Okay.
your price.
If we raise the money, you've got to do it.
JustGiving.com/FriGuys.
Oh god, just get
We'll
one.
be doing a charity stream. Well, it won't be a charity stream. We will be doing a fundraising stream on the FriGuys Twitch.
Yeah,
it'll be
eventually
announced
doing
in
a
the
charity.
Discord.
Yeah, charity.
And Noodles has
24
already
hours.
given all the money.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Way, well done,
Hang on, there we
Noodles.
go. If we do it and raise the money, will you do it and give the money to charity?
Oh, that's
Or do you
pressure
need
now.
to keep the money?
I'd keep the fucking money.
What would be, you don't get to keep the money, what would be your charity goal?
I'd double it. I'd do a K, 1K.
Joyce, I think I'd do it for less.
I'd do it for less, yeah.
charity.
Like $1,000.
That's what
Oh,
I
I'm
just
coming down
said.
to, I'm coming down to like 5.
Yeah, but I was at
so-
$2,000 for personal money.
Yeah, I
I was at
doubled
10
it.
grand.
Yeah.
You've doubled it. We've halved it.
But like, surely like
Nick,
charity.
Nick
Like,
hates charity confirmed.
yeah,
I'm
Nick
not
hate-
doing it for
Nick hates
250
helping
bucks.
people.
Get fucked, me.
No, but like charity, you can sort of justify and go, "Oh, why have you done that?" Oh, charity, you know. Like,
yeah,
it's
exactly.
like
You
fair
do it
enough.
to charity. Why have you done that? Oh,
I-
$5 grand.
Yeah.
I am struggling enough in Nick's old Finding a Doreen life. Like, I don't need this to make
no,
things
Terry's
worse.
wife's
You've gotta say
Doreen.
Terry's
Yeah.
finding a Doreen. You
Yeah.
got me Nick finding a
Doreen.
Doreen. That makes it sound like you're trying to find
Terry's
a woman.
got Doreen.
Oh, you're trying to steal Terry's wife now, you
Yeah.
bitch.
I
prick.
actually
Home
started
wrecker
working at a
Nick.
mental health warm and I just lost a whole bunch of old people. That's what the charity's for, to the search party.
I mean, it's awkward considering that it's Nick's split personality. He's trying to steal
His own wife.
he's trying to steal himself from himself.
His own imaginary wife.
Quality.
Nick-
Yeah, no, I think $5 grand for charity.
Yeah,
I'd
no,
chase
that's
the
fair
Nick
enough.
out.
I'd go $1,000 for charity, $2,000
Well, yeah,
for
no,
personal.
I think in the nicest
So
sense.
seven grand on a charity stream, and we'll all do it.
Yeah, fuck it.
I
Why
feel
not?
like I feel like we could
I feel like it's an
easily
incredibly
just.
safe commitment.
Yeah.
I'd get.
It's
I
never gonna,
I
we're
also
never
feel
gonna
like
manage
I'd get sacked from my job.
that. Really, you think you get sacked if you turn it with a meat cap?
Well, I'd probably get sent home to shave it all off at that point.
That's
It's not.
fine then.
You gotta-
yeah.
Yeah, it's
If
not
you turn around and said,
presentable.
"I've got to keep it for a month," it's for charity.
I'd still think they'd say no.
How customer facing are you?
Very. Like I'm like.
Can you wear?
How
could
do you
you
think
wear a
I'm gonna
big
fucking
board
deal with?
on like a necklace that says,
I did this,
I
for,
did
charity,
this for charity,
with an arrow.
yeah.
I'm not being
"Oh
funny.
my god, yeah!" No, I'd get the meat cap shaved, and then I'd get the avatar arrow
Bro.
tattoo done.
we're talking about
How much would you do that for? For
what's-
free.
What's John doing for like how customer facing is John? I work in a children's toy shop. I might as well just scribble nonce in
Yeah,
the
but they're
bold
very
area.
forgiving there, aren't they?
Well, there you go. I'm gonna get it shaved and get the arrow tattoo from Avatar. You're gonna get it shaved and get nonce tattoo.
I'm gonna get Wes Burns'
then-
face.
Of course he is. How else would he get to fuck the man?
I love Wes
Oh my
Burns.
god.
Sorry, I had to say it.
Nah,
Every podcast.
I'm just now
Wait, we've
trying
also-
to imagine me with a reverse mohawk, and I can't.
You'd look hot.
No, I fucking won't.
To be fair, Pete Sticky Fingers low-key pulls it off.
Yeah.
I have to
It's
say.
all in the as Scott Quan would say, it's all in the confidence.
And it does help that without realizing, I didn't realize that the background that I chose for him, the story one for like creating your own character, there's like a set background. He's just an absolute psychopath.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you kill some enemies, and then he's like, like he basically like just a bunch of the chat options are to tell the people in your party that you have a massive bloodlust and you only feel like yourself when you're like beating the shit out of something, and you're just
fuck.
like, no, we're not gonna say that because that's not what a person says to another person.
That's just what I do on a work day. I just beat the
Yeah.
shit out of children, and I go in the back like, "Hey, you ready? I've just beat the shit out of 6 kids. Yeah."
That sounds really. Hello,
and then
police.
your manager's like, Niall, this was fine before you got nonce tattooed on your reverse mohawk. Now you've got nonce on your head. You need to be nice.
You can't beat the children.
If you can't beat them, join them.
No.
Niall,
Whoa.
put your special Lego hat on and get back out on the shop floor.
I reckon Niall would rock a Lego bucket hat, you know.
Oh, there's been
I actually reckon that's what the Lego company would do if he came in with
Yeah.
nonce tattooed down
Right.
his head. They just go, wear a hat, it'll be fine.
no,
Yeah.
because the
They seem
Lego
very
company
forgiving there.
is making terrible decisions right now. The
Well,
most
exactly, so they
recent,
just tell the nonce to wear a
the
hat.
most recent one, is fucking hilarious. Okay, we have a loyalty system called VIP. It has now been renamed to Insider Program. So
Hang on, that's what Intel's is called?
yeah. So anyway, you then have to ask, do you have Lego Insider? And I'm like, you shouldn't have been put it in there in the first place.
Yeah, you should go to the
Ended up
hospital.
getting Lego Insider.
Like they should have
Get on
realized
home
because
and get some Lego Insider.
one of the FAQs in the big, like, I think it was like a 50-page document, whatever. One of the FAQs towards the end is, what do you do if people are trying to make fun of you? Like, for example, when we have double weekends.
What, at the Lego store?
Yeah. What if we have a double points weekend and someone calls it a double insider? Then you've got to be
Brand
like
new Lego dildo.
wait,
the Lego Insider.
I'm
the
also
actual-
confused why you have a guidebook on how to be bullied at work.
Yeah. Oh, don't even get me started on the there was like a 20-page document for when we were wearing the Pride badges on responses to customers if they tried to start something.
Kiss 'em.
Like if they were that
I
wasn't
agree.
one of them, sadly.
Offer to
But no,
suck 'em off.
it was the fact
Tell them
that
get it out right here,
it was
right
the fact,
now.
it was
I'll
the
do
fact
it.
that
I'll
they'd
change your
already
world.
thought through. They thought
Actually, I
through.
feel like that's a bad idea. That doesn't really
Ooh.
give good connotations for
Also-
the sort of whole community.
Yeah,
that
and also, it's a kid shop. Don't suck them off.
See, now I would say it's a bit questionable to just go, all employees will be wearing this badge, whether you agree with it, whether you identify with it, or whatever. But then also, they can't exactly turn around and go, right, all the gay employees are wearing the badge this month.
Well, that's the worst part.
So
Is
I'm
I
gonna
wasn't
throw it out
even
there.
gay.
Lego,
I'm not even gay, and I
Stop
got
making
abuse.
people wear badges for stuff that your company has nothing to do with.
No, I feel like I haven't even got to the best part. So the
Just do
answer.
what Skittles do and make white bricks.
I mean, I'm not even allowed a fucking Christmas card up at work, so, let alone doing that.
No, it gets worse. So I didn't even like get to finish the FAQ. So the answer to what do you get if customers try and mock you by saying, "Ooh, is this a double insider weekend?" The answer was, "We hope that our customers do not mock us, and we will never refer to it as a double insider weekend." And I'm like,
To be fair, mate, kids these days are running rampant. There is not enough bullying. So you know some 8-year-old's going to run in and mock you by saying,
Oh,
it's a double
100%.
insider weekend.
Daddy, that
Double
guy's
inside
got-
your mum.
That
We-
guy's
we-
hair's upside down. He's got a funny tattoo on his head.
No, we've been having pranks.
It's an Eknon.
We've been having prank calls recently about.
You've been getting prank calls at Lego.
Yeah. So you answer it, and the kid's like, "Have you got any Lego sets with Bella Porch in it?" Or like, no, Belle Delphine. There's been Belle Delphines, Lana Rhodes. Lana Rhodes.
I know Lana Rhodes is. I know who Belle Delphine is. I don't know who the other
Bella
one was.
Porch.
She's also like, she's TikTok thought. But anyway, it's
Isn't
like,
she a fucking? Wait, she's a music artist, isn't she?
yeah, she started off
What's
as a
her name
TikTok
again?
thought.
Bella
Bella Porch.
Porch.
But basically, yeah, we've just been having this kid ring up. It's the same
her.
kid every time. It sounds exactly the same. He just keeps asking for Lego sets with porn stars in it. I'm like, mate, you sound like you shouldn't even be finished playing. Like, you sound like you should still be playing with Legos.
I mean, there's a gap in the
let's be
market,
honest.
clearly.
We all knew the kid at school who would have done that.
Niall.
Who would have thought that was hilarious?
Yeah,
Was it Niall?
it wasn't me.
It wasn't actually.
Yeah.
I'm not going to name any names.
I used to love a little prank
I was
call.
too busy. I was too busy playing with Lego. Actually, no, I didn't play with Lego much when I was a kid.
Did you put the Lego inside her?
bathwater set coming out?
When's the Lego?
The Belle Delphine bath set coming out.
Very soon.
I'd buy it.
I'm making it from scratch for you.
Of course you would. You've already downed 4 cups of the bathwater.
Best tasting bathwater yet.
Yeah. You know what I'm like?
That's why I mix so much in.
It's my chosen mixer of choice.
I love that. I'm pretty sure someone got
Oh
the
my god, has anyone
bathwater.
put the bathwater through a soda stream?
No, but someone's actually had it tested, and they were like, "There is actually no skin particles in this water at all. So even
Yeah.
if like this is just water."
Oh, let's be honest, she was just dropping bath bombs in there and going, here you go.
Yeah. No, it was clear water. So they were like, so essentially, she was
I
just
could
she was
taste her.
just
What?
what? Sorry. What?
And on that bombshell.
Oh,
You can't
no,
stop there.
We can't.
You can't, no.
Stop it. We can't keep stopping when John says weird shit.
We'll be stopping
It's usually when you say
constantly.
weird shit, to be fair.
It was John last week.
Hang on, sorry, what's that? Encore? Oh, you're saved, guys. You're saved.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
Okay.
Woo. I mean,
You can actually see the tension in him because for those of you that can't see the video, he sat in his racing chair, but he started fiddling with his
I know,
wheel
it's like-
because he was so like awkward.
It's like,
My guy's getting ready to stream quickly afterwards to kind of start the retraction already.
yeah. Anything I did say on the podcast wasn't giving it evidence. But
It was taken entirely out of context, despite the fact that we're all too lazy to edit this shit.
I'm gonna get a fucking Earl out of context Twitter page made about me or sake.
Well, it's when I
To
was
be
watching.
fair, mate, by the time you're well known enough to get that, we might be close to getting $7,000 for the meat cap, so we'd have to get worried.
I can't wait. I look fucking fantastic with a meat cap. I think it would
Apparently,
suit
you're
me.
gonna lose your job though.
I'm gonna lose
I'm
my
gonna lose
job.
my job.
I think by that time we won't need jobs, guys.
Hey,
we'll be too
we
big
could
of
get
live
bald
streamers.
nonce tattered on our head.
Oh, I'm not. I fucking know.
Well, you've already got the first bit of it, nonce.
Yeah, you're already getting nonce, to be fair, mate.
May as well add bald.
I don't know what John's getting, to be fair. I'm getting
Where's
the fucking Avatar
Burns?
tattoo.
Oh.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're getting
I'm
Burnsy.
getting Burnsy.
Because his
What?
loins burned for Burns.
Is it going to be wide Wes?
Yeah,
You're going to get wide ways. Yeah, given the size of your head.
No, it was Wise Wes.
What?
What the fuck did that come from?
You
Oh,
said wide
yeah.
ways.
And on that bombshell,
No,
Kieran
why
bullies us all.
Yeah, wide
I'm
Wes
done
is
with
our
that. I'll
group
stand
chat,
by
innit? That's where it comes from. It's our little group chat picture, innit?
What, wide ways?
Wide Wes.
I don't even
From that.
know. Where the fuck did wide ways come from?
No, when we went to the crew game, you put it as the Facebook group photo. I'm pretty sure. Is it still there?
I'm sorry, guys. I just do so many hilarious things. I don't remember them all.
I'm scrolling through my Facebook now to see it because I
Oh,
think it
it's
is.
Footy Hooligans.
That's
and
it.
I think you've changed the photo. That doesn't look like Wide Wes anymore.
Is it not like Hooligoons or something?
Yeah, Hooligoons, yeah.
Where is it? I can't even see it anymore. Have I
Oh,
left
it's
it?
so fucking far down.
There it
It was
is.
a good weekend, though.
No, it's still Wes. It's still Wes.
There we go. But we all we need some sort of merch or like totem pole of just
Wes
wide
Burns.
Wes, wine Wes.
Oh, I love Wes. I'm going to tell him about this when I meet him. I'm going to queue up
You
outside.
better.
I'm going to queue
You
up
tell him
outside
up.
the ground. Be like, we love you, Wide Wes.
You're gonna tell him about all of us.
I will. Don't worry. I'll be like, me and my two friends, we really love you.
Yeah, you gotta be on your knees with your shoes on your knees, just like.
I'll get him to record a little video for like shouting out the FriUp.
Just ask him if he's Just ask him if he's on that website you can get for celebrities to
Like Cameo.
videos.
Have you seen
Ask him if he's on Cameo.
Have you, speaking of Cameo, Nigel Farage is on there, right?
No.
Yeah, not surprised.
And there was a TikTok account I followed ages ago, and it's dedicated to Nigel Farage's cameos. And he was getting people to say, like, people were getting him to say, like, Wagwan Piftings, I'm smoking a mad backer, or something like really random. And they're just getting him to say, like, oh, that's it, who's the sussy backer imposter? And then it's like Nigel Farage saying it. It was incredible. I'll try and
Oh my
find
God.
it.
I just need the challenge of what's the worst thing you can get Nigel Farage to say.
I can do better
not
than that,
hard.
guys. There's a kids section where you can get Thomas the Tank Engine to say something, or any of the children from Cocomelon.
I want Thomas
on
the
a minute.
Tank Engine. That's my hero.
Do they have any of the Titipo characters?
Have they got-
I don't think so. No,
Have they got Lightning McQueen?
They don't.
Ah,
Are you asking if Owen Wilson is on Cameo?
he might be.
Wow.
I mean, he might be, but probably not as Lightning McQueen. He's probably on there as Owen Wilson.
Ka-chow.
Wait, musicians,
Ka-chow.
comedians, actors. Here we go.
I mean, who's athletes? It's Wes on there. Matt
That's
Letizia.
oh my god, that's not how we started this conversation at all.
Oh my God, Alan Fletcher, the guy from Neighbours.
No way.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some fucking awful people on Cameo. Like,
John's just in the white supremacy / EDL section.
damn right I am.
man,
Fabrizio
I feel-
Romano's on there. What a hero. Comedians. I wonder if Lee Evans is on here.
Oh, do you know what has been taking over my
Oh
TikTok?
no. Oh, I'm sorry. Have you seen that YouTube guy who's disabled and he's called like Ricky Berwick? He's in like a wheelchair.
You mean Lost Voice guy?
No.
He is Ricky Berwick. Yeah, I
Ricky
know who you're talking
Berwick.
about,
Yeah, he's on there.
I don't know who that is.
Joey Colecuts is on there. All right, I'm definitely getting one from Joey.
Right,
Sorry.
you know what's taken over my TikTok recently?
Go on. Golf?
Burnley announcements.
Oh my god, since you sent them to me,
Burnley
all
player announcements.
Yeah,
are
they've been incredible.
They're phenomenal.
They're
For anyone who
so
doesn't
good.
know, Burnley's PR, Burnley's social media team have done these really good. To be honest, they are great edits of like pop culture and film references, but they've edited in like the Burnley the Burnley characters, Burnley like new signings. Just say I'm signing for Burnley. Up the Clarets. And honestly, if you haven't, go on TikTok and just search. Just go to the Burnley account.
Yeah.
They're brilliant.
It's my-
They're worth a watch.
The best one is the Brooklyn Nine-Nine one. I mean,
I don't remember.
the one where they had them all lined up singing "I Want It That Way," and then they're
yes,
like,
yeah,
number five has just, and he goes, has just signed for Burnley FC, up the Clarets. But he looked like he's being held hostage there, and no one knew who it was at first. It was like, who have we signed?
It's brilliant. They just edited in a bunch of stuff. But then the other thing is memes about Harry Kane signing for Bayern Munich.
Oh my god, I need to find those. That'd be fucking
Have you
brilliant.
seen his video for the fact he was leaving Tottenham?
No. What?
It's basically him just going, "Oh, I love the club. I'll still be a supporter. But I'm gonna be leaving. But I've got faith in all the guys that they're gonna do great without me. It's definitely nothing to do with me. They'll definitely, we've been finishing in the top 4, but I think when I'm gone, honestly, the guys will be doing great to finish in the top 4.
Oh my god.
Some guy took the mic and he was like, "Yeah, I think the guy without me, they'll finish in the top 4 of the Champions League next year."
One of the best things I saw about this whole Harry Kane thing going to Bayern is his first game was a cup final against Red Bull Leipzig, and they'd given a penalty against Bayern Munich, and all of the Bayern Munich players have ran towards the ref, obviously, to moan about it. You see Harry Kane run over, go, and then just realise he can't speak German, so he's sprinted over and gone, "Oh fuck!
All he's got to do is run over and go, "Nine,
Nine. Krankenwagen." Why have you just screamed
fair, he
ambulance at me?
He probably hasn't worked that one out.
No, he probably hasn't known him, bless him. But it's just like you see his face just drop and go,
I mean,
what am I doing?
don't even know why Bayern Munich took him.
I mean, he's one of the best
There
in
was
the
a guy
world.
taking the piss about like how but he took so long to go through because his his physical, like after they did his physical, there was a massive delay in them actually making a decision about him, and then eventually they clearly just went, "Oh yeah, he's got massive back problems, but we'll take him anyway, even though he's old."
That'll do.
And then
Yeah.
they're just ridiculously rich, basically, for their league. That's all it is.
Yeah.
They're just a stupidly rich club.
I mean, they literally just win it every year because there's no one else to
Fucking
challenge them, really.
He's gonna be at Newcastle next year.
Or in Saudi, one of the two.
Richest club in the league. Who's gonna take him?
It's either going to be in Saudi Arabia or Newcastle. They're both owned by the Saudi government, so who cares?
You know it.
Like, literally, all I just see is, sign for Saudi club. Oh, sign for Saudi club. I was like, there's going to be no fucking players left soon. They're all gone to Saudi Arabia. But have you seen? Everyone's like talking about it, and apparently they're offering non-league footballers in the UK. So like top non-league players are like semi-professional, but they can sort of turn professional. To go play in the third tier of Saudi football, they've offering them 20 grand a week, a house and a car. And everyone's like, why are they going there? It's a no-brainer. You're working as like a mortgage advisor part-time whilst playing football.
Yeah.
Or you can go out there and earn all this money.
Going, oh, I'm a professional footballer, so I'm not going to drink anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, because
but I mean, it's the big thing in the Middle East, just buying up sports. I mean, I don't know if they ever did it, but I remember seeing stuff about them trying to set up a golf league.
They have Live Golf.
Oh, there you go. Because there was a big thing of a lot of the older pros going over there to play, and because it was like, well, why stay here, get paid pittance, and just be gradually overtaken when the Saudis will pay you a shit ton.
It's not even the older ones who went. Like the guy who won the Open last year, won the Open, then went there straight away. But it's funny because they offered.
Well, I mean, they even buy motorsports events. Let's be honest.
Of course they do. Yeah, I mean F1. But the funniest bit was the golf. There was a guy called Heiki Makasuma. He's Japanese or Asian, and he's like, golf in Asia's massive, and he's like their number one because he's won the most tournaments like in the world. And they offered him like something like £1 billion or something overall, like to join this golf league.
$1 billion.
And he just went, nah, I'd rather stay on the PGA Tour. It's what I've always dreamed of. Like, fair play. They offered him more than Tiger Woods.
This is what dreams are made of.
And then this year they've merged Liv has like basically like bought out the PGA Tour or something now, and they're merging back together. And everyone's like, "Well, Heiki's a fucking idiot. He could have played there for 1 year, earned $1 million fucking
what's
pounds."
What's his name? Heiki.
Heiki, yeah. Or
Heiki the.
He may as well be now. He could have got $1 million fucking pounds.
I don't know if we can say that now.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't say that one, but yeah.
Sorry. Oh.
Yeah.
I think that
We're not
one.
allowed to say now.
No, that's another one for the censorship team.
Boop, boop.
I thought we were allowed to say that still.
No, we're not anymore. Not for a long time, actually.
I don't really talk about it that often.
Yeah, no, it came up a while back, and yeah, definitely not.
It's not all that often that come up in conversation. So
Stop saying it! That's more work for me to censor it.
It's me who's gonna have to censor it anyway. And if I'm gonna have to censor one, censoring another couple's not the end of the world.
You're very good at censoring after incidents.
If I say
You said the word as well.
If I say the socially acceptable term at this point, then everybody knows what I was saying in the first
That is
place.
true.
So I'm just gonna have to keep saying
I'm just waiting for you to just say it like 20 times in a row, loads.
Okay. So
Hang on, should we all say it?
No. Let's redivert. So, whilst we've been chatting here as well, I've been going through Cameo to get some highlights of not like negative things. There are some fucking massive names, or like half decent names that you'll know. So some of the highlights as well. So do any of you big Rooster Teeth fans or whatever? Do we remember Miles?
I know who they are.
Do you remember who Miles Luna was? Who was?
Okay, I don't know who they are.
Okay, never mind then. Okay, there is also Joel McHale from Community. There is Melissa Benwist.
Hang on, who does he play?
He's the main guy in Community.
I don't know actors. The main guy in Community.
Yeah, you know the guy with the beard.
Who has to go back to school because he has a fake law degree. Yeah.
He's got one.
Also
Melissa,
a great show. John, you would love that, actually.
Melissa Benwist, who plays Supergirl in the CW Supergirl. Jim Cummings, who voices Winnie the Pooh, does voice lines for you.
That's been my new thing recently. I keep saying "oh bother" because
oh bother.
Anytime like something goes wrong and just like, oh for fuck's sake, I just go Oh, bother.
Billy Boyd from Lord of the Rings.
Robert Maschio's on there, who's Todd from Scrubs.
Hang on, which Hobbit was that?
He's one of them. I can't remember.
What creators on?
Kieran, you'll love this. Stan Yanevsky, better known for his thing in The Goblet of Fire. He is Victor Crumb. You can get a voice line from Victor Crumb. Keeping with Harry Potter.
That's some of the
Miriam
worst
Margolyes. You
Oh
can
my
get
God.
one from Miriam.
Fake Mr. Beast is on here.
And
What's fake Mr. Beast called?
He's just called fake _ Mr. Beast. He looks a bit like Mr. Beast. Have you seen on TikTok the what? No way, fuck's sake guy? Have you seen him? So it's like
No.
like life hack thing. I just saw him on there, and he's like, basically it's like life hacks for like tools and shit. And he just like someone tweets him, and he goes stitches it and goes, "What? No way, fuck's sake!" He's like Canadian. He's like, "I gotta go try
I
this
know,
now."
I do
He's
know
on
that.
there, 31 quid, bargain.
It's a bargain. When are we doing? Hang on, this is becoming part of our charity stream.
What, us buying?
Sorry, did I say charity
Cameo?
stream? I meant our fundraising stream to get Nick a meat cap.
So to keep going
I'm
as
a
well,
snake
Kieran,
guy's on there.
and I'm gonna finish. These are my last ones. So we also have a little Ted Lasso section for you.
I saw that.
There is Adam Colburn, who's one of the 3 fans in the pub.
Yeah, I know the ones.
There's
Which
Dave.
one?
He's the short, ratty looking one with the porno tash
Yeah,
with the dark hair. There's David Elzendorn, who plays Jan Maas.
Jan Maas. I love Jan
Jan
Maas.
Maas
Jan
is
Maas.
there.
Hang on. Can we just wait a second? Is this a show John's actually watched?
I love Ted
Of course,
Lasso.
it's football
Oh my God,
related.
He's seen one.
I
there's-
love Ted
there's-
Lasso.
Yeah, we finished it like a week or 2 ago. Phenomenal. Honestly,
So good.
I said to my dad when I recommended it to him, one of my I think, or like from end of season 1, I was like, this is one of my favorite shows.
If you actually
Ever.
click on
No.
Jan Maas's
Favorite show
cameo,
ever is Parks and Rec, but this is one of my favorites now.
it's been deleted, by the way.
Oh,
Why is Jan Maas?
Yeah.
He's
I
like
didn't
on
even
the
like
search.
Mass anyway.
And then
I like Jan Maas. I enjoyed
Although,
him.
actually, just for now, and because I don't want to spoil anything for anyone, so we won't. Don't worry. I came round to Colin.
Yeah,
Oh, I love Colin. Yeah.
I love Colin. Colin's one of my favorite. Colin and Jan Maas are like my 2 favorite like B-side players.
Colin's,
What about Danny?
Colin's final season
his name?
arc, loved it, but nothing gets better than Roy Kent and Jamie.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
Roy and Jamie, the bromance. Oh,
Yeah.
No, hang on. Sorry, this is spoilers now. I'll put a little note, spoiler alert, in the edit. Can I just say, Jez and I have this finally. We said from the start, right? So when you're training a dog, right? Tangent. So when we got Ahsoka, and we were like, we're gonna have to do training. We were like, we wanted to have good recall. But the problem with good recall is you pick a word like come and you use it constantly. Everyone else uses it constantly. Everyone's just talking about come and saying come and come. So when you say to the dog, come here, like they've heard it so many times, it doesn't hold any power anymore. So I found it on TikTok. We always said we will pick a different word that other people won't use. Niles found something. We'll pick a different word that other people won't use in normal conversation or when they're talking to the dog or anything. And we finally found it.
Go on.
Guess what it is?
It's obviously, is it Ted Lasso related? I guess.
Oi! Whistle!
whistle.
Oh my god, that's incredible.
Brilliant.
That's incredible. That's so good. So do you know you're
We will
saying?
be training that with cheese imminently.
So you were saying you love Jamie Tart from the show. There was recently a charity. Yeah, there was recently a charity match.
Oh yes.
Yeah, game for Ukraine. So Phil Dunster played it. And he was terrible. Like, bearing in mind, a lot of the players were ex-professional, like top-level professionals, like ridiculous, like
Right.
world-class
And
players. Like,
And the
I mean,
actors
you
are
had-
essentially like Sunday
yeah,
leaguers.
it's a bit like
essentially.
what's the one they do every year? The football game they do for him.
Sidemen.
No, Soccer Aid. That's it. It was a bit like that.
Yeah.
So they had like loads, like they have ex-footballers, but they only had 4 celebrities for each team this time, and like the rest were like ridiculous pros. So they had Jamie Tart there. He was terrible at football, by the way. They had Sam, obviously, Anya there. So what's his name?
The actor is.
Yeah,
I can't
Toby.
remember. He was on. He was on Off Menu recently.
Toby. Oh my God, he is so good at football. He was doing stepovers past like world-class left backs and shit. Like he took it round Gail Clichy, who was like a world-class left back. It was ridiculous.
On the actual Nigerian team.
Yeah, he probably could do a job. He was fucking quality. Like what a boy.
Imagine if they managed to get Cristo Fernandez in as well, Danny Rojas.
I love Danny Rojas.
He was a professional footballer.
Was he?
Yeah, in a life before, he was. Hang on.
In a life before acting,
he had a spot on
player.
Guadalajara's Club Deportivo Estudios Tecos, which is a professional football club associated with the University of Guadalajara.
Is that not actually where he,
at the age of
transfers
50
from in the show?
Yeah, no, he's from Mexico, I think. But anyway, yeah.
No, he transfers from Guadalajara. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he does. He does. Yeah.
But basically, yeah, he had a knee injury that killed off his thing. But
the classic. I would have been pro if it wasn't for my bum knee.
but now he's
I would
he's
have been
an
a
actor.
professional football player until I took an injury to the knee.
To be fair, I just looked up the club that he was on as a youth player. They're quite good. They got like a big stadium.
Mate, I kind of love the idea of what were you doing? Oh well, I was playing professional football, but then I got injured, so I can't play professional football anymore.
So I pretended to be a
I pretend to play professional football. Like, what a career change! That is quality.
They won the Mexican League. They played in the Mexican League and they won it once. I mean, that's fairly decent.
But I mean, from what it all comes down to from the start of the conversation, I absolutely loved Ted Lasso. Jess absolutely loved Ted Lasso. You two absolutely loved Ted Lasso. My parents started watching Ted Lasso. They said they were binging season 1, and they don't really binge that much. Like, they were loving Ted Lasso. So, as someone who hates most Apple products because I think they're overpriced, shit hardware, and have, zero actual thought or invention behind them, Apple TV actually seems brilliant.
Yeah.
Because Ted Lasso at least is amazing, and there's already a few other things I know I want to watch.
I mean,
so maybe give it a try.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I was going to absolutely despise Ted Lasso purely because it's an American take on British football, and I thought, I'm not sure if I'm being like a die-hard football fan. I was like, I'm not sure I'm going to like this, and it was actually originally KP who suggested it to me. And I was like, no. I was like, yeah, I thought, here we go.
Suggested by an American.
Yeah,
it is targeted Americans, but
it is. And I thought I was going to hate it. But the actual football bits and sort of the culture as such, like when he first joined AFC Richmond, like walking down the street and he was getting abused, like called a wanker and shit. That, although it was done in quite a jokey manner, it happens. Like, you'd be walking down the street with like a footballer, like, and you can just get randomly abused or whatever. Like, knowing a few professional footballers, it does happen to them. Like Barry, my pal Barry, he was walking through the middle of Ipswich once, and apparently someone just shouted out the window, "Oi, Cotter, you're a wanker!" And I was just like,
I'm sorry if I hurt his feelings.
Yeah, he wasn't very happy with you, mate. He said about that.
It was between bus wanker and Cotter, you're a wanker.
I mean, he probably was waiting for the bus because he can't drive, so.
Oh,
it's deserved.
It is.
Should have gone with bus wanker.
Next time you see him.
Don't worry, Barry. Next time I'll shout bus wanker.
I'll get you next time, Barry.
No. I'm
great show.
Yeah, incredible.
I was expecting just funny, but it was like.
It's
honestly,
emotional as well at times.
I cried at parts, I won't lie. Like, parts of that show are very fucking emotional.
They are, and
I'm also like this close to a full mental breakdown, so that probably contributes to the emotionalness.
But as you said, I thought it was just going to be a bit of a piss take of us. It like quite slapsticky as such. But
the whole premise is based off an advert. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
How good can you expect it to be?
I mean,
I'd like to clarify. I'm pretty sure it was an SNL skit, and it was an advert. There was an SNL skit that got changed into an advert that then got it's been something. It's been in the works for ages. Yeah.
What's his name? Who's the actor? I can't
Jason
remember his name. I'm
Sudeikis.
terrible with that.
Yeah,
Look at Jason Sudeikis. What's he really done since We Are the Millers?
nothing till then.
Hangover?
That was
Was
after.
he in? No, he's not in that.
Is he not in The Hangover?
And wasn't
That's an actor
We
that
Are the
looks like
Millers
it. See,
after The
this is-
Hangover as well?
Oh no, he's Ed Helms. My bad.
I was about to say, this is the thing. There are two actors that look like Jason
Yeah,
Sudeikis.
they look exactly the
One
same.
of them is in The Hangover. The other one is in that Tag film. Again, I'm terrible with actors' names. I'm very
They're
sorry.
both Ed Helms.
They're not both Ed
Oh,
Helms.
are
One of
they
them's I can't.
The man who
I'm
looks
not
like
gonna
Ed
remember
Helms.
his name.
Jason
The man who
Sudeikis.
looks-
No, the other one.
That's basically it.
Have you also
Yeah.
seen that they're selling Ted Lasso merch? Nike have actually reproduced the football
so
shirt.
Shirts are
No,
expensive.
they're not.
They're
Yeah.
like 80
No, they're not.
quid.
They're not. If you buy them from Nike, they are. They're on Vinted now. I've seen a few people on Vinted selling them brand new for 25 quid. But as a
That's gotta be a scam.
as a football fan, I can't bring myself to buying one. No, I love it, but I couldn't do that.
No, I'm with you. I agree. I got my Ipswich shirt. I'm happy.
I'm gonna get Wes Burns shirt.
Where Ipswich till we die.
Where
Ipswich till we die.
Football is
We
life.
know, yeah. Where Ipswich till we die.
Or
Okay.
Kettering.
I've
Big up Kettering.
I feel like I need to.
Unity.
T-N-O-N-I-N-G-T-N-O-W-N. Kettering Town, FC, Anna, Unity.
Oh, we're not right. Okay, so before we
Kettering Town, FC.
Okay, before
Anna,
that.
Anna,
Oh
Unity.
God.
T-N-O-N-I-N-G, T-N-O-W-N, Kettering Town, FC, Anna, T-N-O-N-I-N-G, T-N-O-W-N, Kettering Town, FC, Anna, E-N-N-I-N-G, T-N-O-W-N, Kettering Town, FC,
Anna,
I-N-G, T-N-O-W-N, Kettering Town, FC, Anna, N-G, T-N-O-W-N, Kettering Town, FC, Anna, N-G, T-N-O-W-N, Kettering Town, FC, Anna, G, T-N-O-W-N, Kettering Town, FC.
I think we fucked it up now.
Yeah, you went NG twice. What are you doing?
Mate, do you know how hard it is to try and do it when you got someone else? Like I know you're not out of time.
No, but you are a little
but
bit,
for
yeah.
me- yeah.
We will get through that one day. We've been trying for years to
It
get
was a
through
good
that
crack.
properly.
It's fine. I've now got to cut that as well. I should really take note of this because I always forget what I'm supposed to cut. and then
Nah,
I send it
that's
to
gotta
Nick for
stay
a
in.
Proof check.
Yeah.
Just us
As-
shouting Kettering Town at each
Yeah.
other.
No, I've got a Fuck, guys.
When are the
Speaking
Who the
Frag-
fuck is Ollie Sykes?
So
Oh, I
that
love
was the
Ollie
face.
Sykes.
So blah, 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 blah. So we were speaking. Also, Kieran, fix the camera. Oop, there we go. It's fixed itself.
I'm in on my camera. Don't
No,
worry.
it's fixed itself.
Oh, okay.
It literally just fixed itself. Anyway, to continue our conversation and finish off my final point with Cameo, I was going through the musician sections, and with famous actors, with famous vocalists like Boy George and Engelbert Humperdinck, I was wondering who else might be there. So not only have I found out the lead singer of Bring Me the Horizon, one of mine and John's quite famous favorite bands,
Bring Me the Horizon.
Oliver Sykes, he does them as
I'll
well.
just get left out. I see how it is.
I mean,
do you like Bring Me the
Are you a
Horizon?
big Bring Me the Horizon fan?
I like some of their stuff.
Okay, fair enough. I've also just found,
I
and
know enough to give Niall some emo screamo for his dance moves.
I like some of their softer stuff.
the face of
There we go. That's where I'm at. I can't get on board with some of the screamo.
pure excitement.
This is not sempiternal. Sorry.
The callback of all callbacks. So my original dip had a Mayday Parade top one. It's been one of my favorite bands of all time. Yeah, 3 of the band members have Cameo. So if you guys want to, I'll go full bald for £200 if I get a video from one of those blokes telling me to do it. There
That'd
you
be a
go.
wise investment.
There you go.
Firstly, I'm gonna say
How much is Ollie
I don't know. I don't know if I want to see you full bald. I want to see you with a meat cap.
Yeah, meat cap or nothing.
Will you go meat cap for £200 and one of their videos?
250.
Hang on, do we have to give you £200 and get a video from them?
You have to get it has to be the video and the money. It's
How
not
much
like
is
the
video.
It's like 20 quid. 20 quid, 31 for the drummer.
This is worth it.
The
We've just
drummer's
come down from 500 to 220 quid.
231. I want the drummer, please. I want it from.
So £200 and the Cameo meat cap.
Yeah. I think I've just found the most expensive Cameo, by the way.
Which one is it?
It is John Daly. He's £624.
No, there was. Hang on.
That's ridiculous for an old man to shout at you.
No,
I would just like to say we're not gonna do the £200 and the video because I feel that's quite a low price for Nick to do a meat cap, and I'm worried about the hit that his mental health will take from having a meat cap. And I'm gonna be honest, £231 isn't enough for me to kill my friend.
And on that bombshell.
What's the price? What's the price?
No, on that
What's the
bombshell.
price for me to kill my friend? Hang on, I'm not going to kill my friend. The price for me to let him take his mental health into his own hands.
Yeah,
Is
how
this
much
going to him or charity?
No, it's going to
it wouldn't be much use if he went.
Because if it's going to you, it has to be enough money to keep you going through the dark times. So,
Oh, sorry, I'm wetting myself again.
you know what? It would be rude if I went for less than I'd do it myself. So 10 grand.
Okay.
10 grand and we'll try and make Nick kill himself.
And on that
Good night,
bombshell. Good night.
Bye, everyone.